It's been good. We had a light day Monday. Just watch some film, get some shots up. Day off yesterday, and today was going to be our hardest of the week. But having said that, it wasn't strenuous. It was just focusing on little things we can improve on, just some scout things, and then implement them on Friday night.
Can you tell us your mindset at the moment? Had a really good stretch in the third of the season, and then just over the last couple of weeks have just been struggling. How are you feeling about your game right now?
No, I feel good. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm struggling. I'm contributing in other areas other than shooting. But like I said, when I was going through that really good patch, you're going to have some good weeks, you're going to have some bad weeks. But the thing is, you can't let that affect you. You stay aggressive, keep shooting. And I mean, while I'm out on the floor, I'm keeping the floor space. It's helping us out. But when those shots start going in, I mean, you've kind of forget about those bad weeks. You're just doing the same thing over and you just watch them go in.
Do you feel like there's a game just around the corner for you where those threes will just land and you'll get on a bit of a roll?
Oh, I always feel like that because, I mean, it just takes one early one to go in and then you're feeling good. You shoot the second one, that goes in, then you feel like you're rolling. But, I mean, any time I get a catch and I need to be aggressive, I need to shoot it. Whether I'm really open, half open, I got to let it fly, and sometimes you're going to miss those. But it's keeping the defense honest, making sure that they're locked into me, knowing they can't leave me because it's going to help other guys get open. So.
Are they going at training?
Yeah, mate. Yeah. No, it feels good during the week. But, I mean, yeah, it's not an issue at all. I mean, they're going to go in. So.
Both sides have actually struggled from long range this series. Can you put your finger on why that is?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's something to do with the scout. I mean, it's a what have we played each other six times now, I reckon. So I mean, we're locked onto each other. You're not gonna get as many easy shots because you know where the other teams want to shoot it from. So yeah, I mean, they're locked onto you. You know what you're going to do. So you get half open, you got to let it fly and keep them honest. So.
Yeah, Trevor said before that he gives you a license to shoot. Is that the message from him still, just to keep?
Absolutely. I mean, he gets up at me when I don't shoot it, so I'd rather keep shooting and than sit on the bench because I'm not. So yeah.
Do you feel like you're the X factor in this series, or one of the X factors in this series? If you can light it up and get going early, then that not guarantees victory, but it takes it a long way to getting the win.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Bryce, T, they're going to get theirs. It's tough to stop them. So if you have another contributor there, whether it's myself, Jesse, even Damo, when they really help off him and he hits 2 or 3 corners from that three, I mean, that becomes an X factor because you're not really accounting for those points to happen. So if I can go out there and hit 3 or 4 of them, then it can either blow a game open or shoot us back into a game. So, I mean, you could call that.
Do you like that pressure then?
Oh, I haven't really thought of it as I'm the guy that's going to be the difference or anything. I'm going out there and playing my game as I played during the season and be aggressive, shoot the ball, play defense, get steals here and there and contribute in other areas, and I think that's where a difference can happen if the ball's not going in for you.
Just get your thoughts on Bryce's first 2 games. There's been a general feel from maybe over in the East that Ware's done the job on him so far, but you look at his stats and I think he was close to a triple-double on Friday night. For what he didn't score as many points, but did other things. What have you made of his 2 games so far?
People expect Bryce to score, and when he doesn't get that 20-point output, people may see that as, oh, Bryce had a shocker. But he affects the game in so many other ways. I mean, you just said almost that triple-double, assist, rebound. You put him in the point guard spot, they're double teaming, he's finding guys. I mean, there's a whole other side of Bryce than just his scoring. He's a smart player. So, I mean, if we want him to score, we got to find him in the right spots. We got to set screens, get him open because I mean he's our guy. So, but Bryson just scored. That's not the only thing he does. He has a major effect on other parts of the game and how we want to play.
You're happy to see Ware just focusing a lot defensively rather than having him shooting the lights out?
I mean, we'd love for him to shoot the lights out.
No,
but
are you happy to see Ware focusing defensively rather than him?
Oh, than Ware shooting the lights?
Shooting the lights out, yeah, when he's focusing more defensively than attacking lights.
I mean, I think Casper's going to play both ends. He's shown that he can. I mean, he struggled what did he go, 0 for 8 in that first half in one of those 2 games there, and then he kind of, second half he took over, but you know he's definitely going to play defence because, I mean, those 2 guys have a lot of pride and they're going to go at it, and you've seen that over the course of the season. So, I mean, we just got to make it tougher for Casper to chase Bryce. We've got to make it tougher for him to score. We've got to hit him. I mean, we don't just want him running off screens, feeling comfortable, getting the ball, taking a couple of drills into a shot. We've got to make it harder and tie him down so that that effect is limited at both ends of the floor.
Getting that physicality, getting a couple of hits on him, would that be focused really early in the game for the bigger blokes to make sure that their bodies are making contact?
Absolutely. I mean, he's, what's he play? 35 minutes a game. So, I mean, over the course of a 2-game weekend, at the back end, that's going to take its toll. So, I mean, yeah, we just got to make it hard for him, got to hit him, make him work for those points that he's going to score for them.
Are you guys regathering? Are you refocusing? You're feeling a bit of that, I guess, what Trevor's been saying about you guys need to want that desire going into game 3?
I wouldn't say it's a whole refocus. I mean, we still got our eyes on what needs to be done. We haven't taken that away, but I guess from the last game, that need for the ball, those 50-50 balls, I mean, their second chance points was too many. So, I mean, bigs are battling down there. Us guards have got to get in there, help them out. I mean, those long rebounds and having that want to get to that 50-50 ball, and we take care of that. I mean, Sunday's game comes back to a 2-3 possession game rather than that 20-point game. So if we can continue to be solid defensively in the half court, limit them to 1 shot, then we're going to be pretty good.
Can you do that for the last, I guess, maybe even make it 2 games if it goes to 5?
Absolutely. I mean, it's nothing that's going to be crazy or anything like that. It's just the need to get those 50-50 balls, get those rebounds, limit their offensive rebounds, and you can't teach that. It's I want to do it, want to need it, and I mean, coming down the possibly last 3 games of the season, I mean, if you don't want it, then you're probably not going to be out on the floor. So we're going to see who's going to be out there getting those balls for us.
And you're back in front of your home fans. How much do they play in the game, and how much influence? Can you even put points on how many points they bring you each game?
They definitely give you a few extra possessions, that's for sure. And I mean, home court advantage is a massive thing, especially in a final series. And I mean, it is tough to measure because you know they're going to be there, and it's tough to play on the road, especially in these environments now. Coming towards the end of the season, the pressure's on. I mean, if you're an away team, it's going to be the 15 of you with your support staff that's in a building full of 13,000 Red Army fans. So I mean, it's massive for us. I mean, everyone said that through the course of the season. It's huge, and I think Game 3 is going to be a whole lot more rowdier than Game 1, I reckon.
Is this the best home court advantage out of anywhere you've ever played?
I've only played Cairns and Townsville, so yeah, this one's got the...
I mean, also in the same areas or anything like that? Or
different environment, just different crowd numbers. I mean, the arena's pretty big. I mean, there's a lot of people in there, same areas. It's just, they're pretty much on top of you, so it's more of a, I guess, intimate environment, and they're in there on you. But no, it's Perth Arena, RAC Arena is a pretty special place to play.
You mentioned a couple more possessions. Do you think that's the biggest difference between going over Melbourne playing here, is whether it's conscious, it's most likely completely unconscious that the refs, it's pretty hard to ignore 13,000 fans yelling at you as well to be swayed a little bit?
Absolutely. I mean, they put the pressure on you, especially if you're the away team. So I think that's where you can get a few extra possessions with your home fans there. I mean, when they get loud and they start roaring, they may influence the game a little in a certain way, but I think that's where we use that to our advantage, and I'm sure Melbourne use their home crowd to their advantage in that manner also.